let us start the recording, and we shall move on to more MSQs. I don't know when I'll get back to Hildebrand. Why did my mouse get all tangled up? Okay, I still gotta... oh, why did I start it? I still need to... okay. Oh, it's these two. I thought I needed to fix something. Oh, it was this. No, it wasn't. Oh, I wonder what I was complaining about last time. Yeah, I don't remember. Actually, I don't want to accidentally click Living Dead. I think about it. Oh, I guess I didn't need to change anything, because, I tested out all the buttons here and there in the right spots. Yeah, I don't particularly remember what I was complaining about last session about the button placement. It was either that or the software. My mouse was just screwed up. That's a possibility. Alright. Well met, Mistress Winterdell, and thank you for looking after my brother. They say he fought bravely, and he did not dishonor his house. But you, my lady, to you we owe everything. As you can see, we have made every effort to strike while the iron is hot. We made our intentions known, and that all would be welcome to attend. And so they came. By the grace of the Fury, they came. The ceremony will not be a lengthy affair, but there is still much to be done. I would speak with you more, but I must see to my duties. As for you and Master Alphino, you will do naught but enjoy yourselves. Is that clear? If any dare beg your assistance again, I will have words. Oh, there you have it. You have been forbidden from meddling. Shall we wait, or have you other matters to attend to before the ceremony begins? Let me wait. Excellent. I only hope Thancred and the others will not be late. Apocal event. Is that how you say it? Apocal? Apocal events do not come around, I got... Alright, let's look this shit up.
Epical.
Epical? Okay. Is that really how you say it?
Epical.
I guess it is. Alright. Epical events do not come around very often. Oops. I forgot to change something very important. There we go.
The appointed hour approaches.
Aye.
She begged leave to watch the proceedings. I saw no reason not to grant it.
Should I choose to deviate from my prepared remarks, I ask that you trust in my judgment.
Have I ever done otherwise?
Look!
The White Dragon!
Ah, how long it hath been since our peoples met thus, children of Thordan, even by our reckoning.
Vidofnir, daughter of Hraesvelga, we give thanks for your visit, and bid you welcome to Falcon's Nest.
Our sire bade us hearken unto the whispers of our hearts. They spoke to us of a paradise lost, of bonds of brotherhood which they yearn to see restored.
Ours too yearn for such a restoration, and they have guided us here this day, that they might yearn no longer. Brothers and sisters, ye who stand as witness, hearken to me! Since the days of Eld, when the bonds betwixt man and dragon were sundered by our hand, our peoples have known only war. Bloodshed without end, losses beyond counting, and still we fought. And still we fought. Some wounds do not heal. The dead cannot be returned to us. But we, the living, can yet choose another course. Here and now, we can lay down this burden, this hatred, this vengeance. Our forebears fought not so that we could die, but that we might live. So let us honor their sacrifice and spare our children this death sentence. Let us gift them a new legacy. Life.
Betwixt our peoples yawneth a divide deeper than the deepest abyss, wider than the widest sea. Generations will live and die ere this divide is bridged. Knowing this, doth thy heart yet yearn for peace, son of Thordan?
Look now on the legacy we would leave to our children. A dream of peace, inscribed in stone for generations to come.
Father and his beloved, as they were so long ago, happy and at peace. The dream they shared shall be ours once more.
Your bow!
child of Dravania, art thou grown so forgetful that thou wouldst forsake kith and kin and consort with the spawn of Thornton? That thou wouldst dare contemplate peace? Hearken unto me, all of you! The final chorus is nigh, and all will be held to account. All will bathe in the flames of retribution. Till the coming of that day, look you on your sins and despair, for none shall scape my wrath. None shall scape my revenge!
Seven hells. Damn you, Nidhogg.
Hells, take that worm! While he lives, we'll never know peace.
Aye! There'll be no end to this war till Nidhogg is dead and gone!
So let's kill the bastard and be done with it. Death to Nidhogg! Death to Nidhogg! Death to Nidhogg!
Death to Nidhogg! Death to Nidhogg! Death to Nidhogg! Death to Nidhogg! Death to Nidhogg!
Death to Nidhogg!
Well, that didn't go as planned. There they go, the last of the guests. Having come hither with hope in their hearts, they depart with hatred and bloodlust. Till the moment I saw him strike, still held some small hope that what you had seen in Azizla was an illusion. Perhaps. But he acted without hesitation, as did Sir Emmerich. For a mercy, Vidofnir's wounds was not mortal, or so Lucia tells me. The dragon was spirited away to Annick's shrine to receive care from her brethren. We can but hope her recovery is swift. But such was surely Nidhogg's intent, to deliver a proclamation not only to the children of Thornton, but to his kindred. War is coming, and ye who do not stand with us stand apart. She was an example, a message to her brood, another instrument of his vengeance, like Justinian. When I said I wished to speak with you after the conference, like this, I envisaged rather happier circumstances. If anything, however, this latest tragedy makes the need more pressing. There are things I must say. Not to the Warrior of Light, or even my fellow scion, but to you, Sifwin, my friend. But not here, no. Ah, but of course. The intercessory in Camp Dragonhead is still open to us. Let us go there. Greetings, madam. Shall I show you inside? Yes.
Forgive me. That took longer than expected. You seem puzzled. Oh, these. I thought something warming might not go amiss. It was not all that long ago that we sat here, you and I. In our very own falling snows, as Lord Horshfarm called it. I still struggle to believe he is gone. And Azelle too. I had such hopes for her. Master Matoya asked me what it was all for. Why we fight, and why we die. Were I still commander of the Braves, I would doubtless have replied, for the future of Eorzea. But I'm not that man. Not anymore. I needed a new answer. One that I could live with. And when I saw Estinian at the ceremony, I knew at last what it was. I do not want to be a man who sacrifices his friends and family for a cause. I want to fight for Estinian, and I want to save him. When Nidhogg leads the Horde into battle, Ser Emeric and his forces will do what they believe must be done. That is their choice to make. Yet even if Ser Emeric is willing to forsake Estinian, I am not. We must fight for him, for he is our friend and ally. We may struggle, we may fail, but we must try.
I'll find a way to save him.
We will. I know we will.
Thank you, Sifun. It is unfair of me to unburden myself in this manner, time after time, but I'm glad that you permit me nonetheless. You are my true friend and ally. Though not all of us of our fellow Cylons will support our stance on Estinian, I have faith that we will win them over in due course. Such is the infectious power of hope. Right. That is quite enough solemn introspection for one night. I think we would both benefit from some time in the company of Tataru. She stays for us at Fort Tom Manor. Let's not keep her waiting any longer. Oops. So yeah, you didn't really think the peace conference would go without a hitch, right? If you did, you're naive. You haven't played a lot of games. Yet again we walk in all too familiar path. I'm reminded of when we first came to this manor. Lost and uncertain, we were granted succor in our hour of need. We were saved, and now it is our turn to return the favor. Hear, hear! Let no one say that the Sirens do not repay their debts. After all, what kind of people would we be if we forsook our friends? If we stopped looking for Ida and Papalimo, or if we gave up a hope of bringing Minfilia back. Oops. Yep, bring that up. Though she knew it would cost her, though she knew it would cost her dearly, Minfilia reached out to us to deliver a message. She believed it was imperative that we understand the true nature of this star, or the rift between Zodiac and Heidelin, and of the Ascians' aspirations. But for all that has been revealed, I cannot shake the suspicion that there is much we have yet to learn. In any event, I think it time we step back from the fray and carefully consider our next course of action. It will not be easy to turn this tragedy to triumph, but we will find a way. We will. We will. This sentence is a little weird. I would have worded it like we will. We have to or something like that. But whatever.
Of all the ways for it to end. Even before his transformation, I could feel the worm's hatred swirling about Estinian. The terrible, all-consuming rage. Enough to fuel a 1000-year quest for vengeance. It was all I could do not to run away screaming. But Ishgardians, nay, all Eorzeans, are made of sterner stuff. They face danger and death on a daily basis, and understand what it takes to win a war.
Think not too deeply on Master Matoya's words. Her intent was but to steal our resolve. That, and to remind us to look beyond these passing conflicts to trials greater still. To the truth which hides at the heart of this world.
So that's your aim, is it?
You disapprove?
Not at all. I believe it's traditional for the student to follow in the footsteps of the master. And you are so very alike.
Okay, why did the Warrior of Darkness show up? What was that about?
Change. That great inexorable wave was upon us, and soon all of Ishgard would bend to its will. For all our sins, for all our scars, the future for which we had long yearned was at last within our grasp. But it would be bought at a heavy price. For in those twilight hours, did Nidhogg cry out for vengeance, and his brethren raise their voices for the final chorus of the Dragon Song War.
Okay. Caution, Ida. That is all I ask. Do not be so eager to place your faith in them. Not until we know more. Ugh. Of course, I'm trying to set up more stuff. Even more stuff. I didn't think about it. Heavensward sets up a shit ton of things. Huh. Let's continue onward. Ah, Mistress Swinderdale. It is well that you are here. You are wanted within. I believe Master Alphino wishes to have a word with you. I mean, he does wish to speak with me, so... Ah, Sifwin, there you are. Have you a moment? There is something I would fain discuss. I must ask you to recall the events which unfolded at the peace conference, though I dare say you would sooner forget them. My mind returns again and again to the moment when Nidhogg appeared before the crowd in the guise of a Stinian. It was a sight that chilled the soul, but one which gave me reason to hope that our friend might not be beyond salvation. When you described his fearful transformation at Azisla, I feared him lost forever, but the mere fact that some semblance of his former self endures must surely count for something. Alas, I have no evidence to support this impression. Thus did I turn to Ishtola and Krau for a more empirical appraisal. And full glad am I that I did. For it would seem they have some observations of their own to share. The ladies have saved us a table at the Forgotten Night. Shall we go? Excellent. Let us not keep our honored colleagues waiting. I wonder what clue they can give us to transform Estinian back, because I have no idea how to even... I can't even imagine how we're supposed to even attempt to do that. Then again, we saved Thancred from
we have kept you waiting over long, I fear.
being possessed by a Ascian.
Not to worry, Alphino. We had some rather fine mulled wine to keep us company. Truth be told, you could have delayed your arrival a few moments more.
Gibrion got the spicing just right this time. His latest batch is not only delicious and warming, but soothing to the humors.
Indeed. But 'twas not to soothe our humours that we gathered here.
Ah, no, quite right. The matter of that poor dragoon.
You have discovered something. A means to save him?
Let us not jump to conclusions, shall we? Assess the facts presented, then make an educated analysis, as you were taught.
Pray, cast your mind back to the moment of Estinian's transformation. Do you recall how you described it to us? You spoke of the sudden pangs which racked his body when he took up both of Nidhogg's eyes, and of how his form was twisted thereafter into a shadowy semblance of the Great Worm.
When he appeared at Falcon's Nest, the worm's eyes were fused to his mail.
Would that only his armor had been corrupted. Snaking forth from the eyes, I descried dark tendrils which entangled his very being. His ether has been all but smothered.
Then he is lost to us forever?
What did I just say about jumping to conclusions? Y'shtola clearly stated all but smothered. As I later discovered, her impression matched my own. Though Nidhogg's presence filled my mind's eye, beneath his seething aura, I sensed the merest hint of something else. And after listening to Y'shtola's observations, I became more certain of my suspicion that the something else I had sensed was, in fact, the trace of a different will, submerged in the sea of Nidhogg's rage.
You mean...
Yes, 'tis like that Estinian spirit yet lingers.
Can we not wrest him from Nidhogg's grasp, then? Tear the eyes from the armor?
We know not if that would serve to separate Worm's soul from man's. None have ever attempted such a feat.
Should it offer even the faintest hope of success, then by the gods, I shall be the first to try.
Alphino. By all means, hold fast to your hope, but be mindful of the dangers. Even should you succeed in excising the eyes from the Dragoon's mail, we have no way of knowing if your friend's soul would survive so violent a separation. And that is to say nothing of the possibility that his would-be savior might become Nidhogg's next host.
But what other choice remains to us? Should the opportunity present itself, I will tear those foul orbs from Estinian's armor and trust in the resilience of his soul, even at the risk of mine own.
Ah! I found you at last! A messenger of the Temple Knights came to the manor some few hours past. The Lord Commander humbly requests the company of the Warrior of Light and Master Alphino.
Sir Emmerich would speak with us. Very well, thank you, Onawa.
'Twould seem duty calls. Pray see to yours, and we shall return to ours.
Thank you, Y'shtola, Kryl. Your words have given me hope where there was none. Come then. Sir Emmerich awaits.
So, essentially our plan is to rip off the eyes from the armor?
Alphino is allowing his feelings for this Dragoon to cloud his thoughts. I worry he may do something rash. Keep an eye on him, would you?
They think more of their friends' deliverance than their foes' defeat. But will history commend their fealty or condemn their folly?
Oh, you're still here. Okay.
The conference held at Falcon's Nest was to be a celebration of the reconciliation twixt man and dragon. But the lingering shade of Nidhogg, clad in the flesh of the Azure Dragoon, did mark the occasion by spilling the blood of his own kind. A timely atrocity to remind the children of Ishgard that the Dragonsong War was far from over. And And when fear gave way to fury, the call to arms rang out anew. Death to Nidhogg! Death to Nidhogg!
Oh god. Oh. I really like those parts. Those crap. Narrative parts. There's little narrative cutscenes. They're really good in this expansion. But anyways, I'm gonna take a real quick break. I'll be right back.
My friends, I thank you for coming.
You have had news of Nidhogg?
Alas not. Our scouts range far and wide, but they have as yet found no trace of the Great Worm.
We dispatched an elite unit of dragoons to reconnoiter the churning mists, but even they returned empty-handed.
A pity.
Fear not, Alphino. We shall see the worm again soon enough. His words at Falcon's Nest attest to that. Indeed, he is like to come sooner than we would wish.
I assume Ishgard's defenses are being bolstered as we speak?
With all haste. I mean to call upon every able-bodied warrior at our disposal, from the Knights of the Four Houses to the men and women of the Watch. But I did not summon you to discuss strategy.
What then would you have of us, my lord?
I will speak plain. Now that Nidhogg is possessed of both of his eyes, no mortal force we can muster will repel him. That being the case, we must needs recruit an ally of equal strength.
You speak of Hraesvelgr?
I do. To whom else could we turn?
That he is Nidhogg's equal I do not deny, nor can I name another. But convincing the reclusive creature to do battle with his own brood brother will be... how shall I put this?
It will be no small undertaking, yes. Estinian's report was most particular about Hraesvelgr's unwillingness to involve himself in the affairs of men. But much has changed since your visit to Somal. And if there is even a chance that the dragon may be swayed, I must plead our case. Whatever price the dragon asks of me, I shall pay it. Such was my oath, to defend the people of Ishgard. Come what may, my friends, the battle with Nidhogg will mark the end of my tenure as the acting head of church and state. Will you help me discharge this final duty?
We will, my lord, though I fear our involvement offers no guarantee of success. Come then, we will depart at your leisure.
Thank you. Both of you. The city is yours, First Commander.
My lord, we shall pray for your swift return.
It grieves me to impose upon you in this manner, but you of all people understand the threat we now face. It is no imposition, Sir Emmerich. To Sifrin and I, Ishgard is as a second home. After the many battles we fought and the bonds we have forged, the plight of your nation has become our own. If there is aught that we can do to aid in its salvation, then pray impose all you must. You are true friends. Shall it be about our task then? We have no way of knowing when Nidhogg's shade will strike, but we must assume that time is not our ally. Blech. Indeed. With that in mind, I have taken the liberty of dispatching a messenger to inform Mistress Totterer that you will be escorting me to Som Al. I confess I do not provide the exact details of our destination, as they are as yet unknown to me. We'll summon Hraesvelgr at Zenith in the churning mists. Ere we begin our ascent, however, I think it best that we pay a visit to Annex Trine. You seek an advantage in the coming negotiations. I do. I will consult with Vidofnir. I propose this in part out of concern for her condition. Were she to succumb to our wounds, it would have grave consequences for our alliance. That apart, she may be able to provide insight into her sire's current state of mind. Well reasoned. To the Dravanian forelands, then. Alright. Here we go for another failed negotiation attempt. Oh shit. This is not the right room. I can't see! Okay, I need my chocobo back. You know what? Let's go with the mana cutter. You go with the mana cutter. Although it's just as big, but I guess you can still see around it. Ah, 'tis the warrior of warriors and her companions. What bringeth you to mine abode? Pray forgive us for disturbing your recuperation, Vidofnir. I hope your wound does not pain you overmuch. Didst thou imagine me close to death? The thrust was deep, but not mortal. I will heal in time. Full glad am I to hear it. You were the guest of honor at our conference, and we failed in our duty of protection. On behalf of Ishgard, I apologize unreservedly. Am a dragon full-grown, and thou thought to protect me, mortal? I was tempered by the fires of battle ere thy great-grandsire learned to crawl. Thy words do remind me of a knight whom I called friend some 1,000 years past. He swore to defend me from harm and hardship. That we could return to that era of peace when man and dragon knew such comradeship. With that our every effort to do so were not undone by ancient rancor. For a truth there can be no peace while Nidhogg's shade yet lingereth. That much is plain, yet we lack the strength to banish him. Thus do we make for Som Al to beseech the aid of your sire once more. Folly, thou knowest as well as I as I how he will answer. Hraesvelgr's heart remains unchanged then. A pity. But if it is folly to hope, I'm content to die a fool. As hath ever been the way with thy kind, go then. But be warned, the Shade's presence hath driven its minions to frenzy. Thank you, Vidofnir. We shall disturb your rest no longer. I guess this one, maybe. Yeah, it's this one. She wouldn't let me pick money, god damn it! I don't need the food. A food that I don't even know how to pronounce. Though I expected no better answer from Vidofnir, I take little pleasure from having been proven right. It would seem that our presence at Zenith will be every bit as unwelcome as I had anticipated. What is the ire of... But what is the ire of one great worm to a trio of self-confessed fools such as ourselves? Let us begin our ascent. After you, Master Alphino. Scout ahead if you wish, Sifwin. We shall join you outside Mogholm. Alright then. I had heard tales of the world above the clouds, but never did I dream. One's mind paints a pale picture of its majesty. If you live to see such wonders, I am reminded of my first visit to this peak, when Estinian and Isael yet walked at our side. Kupapa? Is that you, Sifwin? Ah, if it isn't Mog. Don't tell me you've forgotten my name, Kupo. After all we've been through together? But at least you remembered me. You do remember me, don't you, Sifwin? Apologies, friend, but all Rugel's... Wow! Holy shit. But of course I do, Moggin. How could I forget you, Moglin? Sounds like Goblin, but Mog. I'm gonna go with number 2. Phew! You seemed a bit hesitant for a moment there. But I'm sure you were just finally recalling the time we camped near Zenith, right, Kupo? But putting our shared history to one side, what brings you and your friends to Mogholm, Kupo? Ah, another audience with old Hraesvelgr. Well, I hope you've brought the horn, Kupo. With the winds as gentle as they are, a good loud toot should reach the Great Worm's ears easily enough. That is good to hear, Moggin. Thank you. We had best press on to Zenith while the winds are in our favor. Now that was unexpected, Kupo. Chieftain Moglin will want to hear about this. Oh, why? We're visiting Hraesvelgr a second time. Is it that big of a deal? I'm just gonna teleport closer to this, because this place is a pain to navigate. Actually, did I get flying here? I don't remember. No, I did. Okay. I couldn't remember if I did or not. You dare summon me again, mortals.
Great Hraesvelga, 'tis not lightly that we beg this audience. Pray hearken to our words, for they concern the future of man and dragon both.
Greetings, Hraesvelga. I am Emeric de Burrell, acting ruler of the nation of Ishgard. I am come before you to parley on behalf of my people.
To parley? Thinkest thou thy purpose unclear to me? Thou art come to beg mine aid in the battle against the shade of my brood brother.
Foresaw mine intent.
But read that which is writ plain in thine eyes. Would that thou had wit enough to scry the answer in mine. My beloved Shiva did once build a bridge twixt man and dragon, a bridge which thy treacherous forefathers saw fit to tear down, and thou well knowest. Thinkest thou Nidhogg was alone in despairing at the murder of our brood sister? Thinkest thou mine own soul did not cry out for vengeance? Know then that upon that cursed day my heart did wither in my breast, and thy kind become unto me the harbingers of despair. It was only Shiva's gentle dream that prevented me from flying at Nidhogg's shoulder. Be grateful that I swore to abjure aggression ere I consumed her. I permit my children to offer or deny the aid as they see fit, to warn thy people of my brood brother's coming, that thou wouldst dare ask more of me but affirmeth thine incurable arrogance.
We understand that in your despair at man's betrayal, you seek only the refuge of solitude. But despite your protestations of spent faith, do you not still nurture the smallest flame of hope?
Perceivest thou such light in the dusk of mine existence?
I do. If you claim I see falsely, then tell me, why did you consent to bear Rizel upon your back?
Isael, piteous deluded Isael, the child did lament her past sins and sought to balance the scales with her remaining days. 'Twas her unquenchable passion, so alike to that of my beloved, which did spur me into flight. And for mine own part, I would countenance no longer the hands of evil men to use my brood brother's eye for ill.
So you do distinguish between those who acknowledge and repent their sins and those who perpetuate them. Interesting. It seems to me that you have not, in fact, lost faith in mankind as a whole. Rather, you weigh our respective merits by how we allow the past to influence our future.
Spare me thine idle sophistry. Even were there a mote of truth in thy reasoning, what of it? Wouldst thou have me slay mine own sibling to save a city of mortals?
Should we suffer ties of blood to bind our hands, then? Nay, if the crime is one of unconscionable evil, we must needs condemn it, even should the transgressor be our closest kin. When my father corrupted himself and his followers with the power of a primal, I beseeched the Warrior of Light to slay him, an act alike to patricide. That he did not die by my hand matters little. If anything, it heaps greater disgrace upon my name. But had my father not fallen, he would have drawn countless thousands into a holy war of hellish proportions, which I hold the greater crime. Thus did I order his execution, sparing the lives of my people and yours. Alas, your brother Worm now prepares to murder those whom I sought to spare. What is more, he has taken my comrade's body for his own. But if I must slay my dearest friend to defeat my direst foe, I will not flinch from my duty.
Thou wouldst strike down thy friend, and by example of thy righteousness persuade me to break mine oath and kill my kindred. Heed me, my child. The servants of Heidelin envision a different outcome. They intend salvation, not only for Ishgard, but for the doomed Dragon Slayer as well. Leavest thou this shade to be Nidhogg returned? Is it not merely a manifestation of his vengeance, the shadow cast by thy brood brother's rage? I would not command thee, but ponder well thy course, lest it lead thee unto greater remorse. I go with the first one. Nidhogg's transformation into rage incarnate is, in part, of my own doing. I rendered unto him mine eye, and empowered his revenge thereby. But 'tis the purity of my brood brother's wrath that lendeth him his all-surpassing might. Hast thou the strength of will to stand against so terrible a shadow, I wonder? Would seem I must put thee and thy companions to the proof. I shall await thee in the ruins wherein Ratatoskr once dwelled. Heed well the words of my children, and hasten thee to the place of thy trial. So we're going to be put to the test, it seems. I believe I spied a wyvern landing just outside the palace. It is doubtless one of the children of whom Heavensward spoke. Come, my friends, let us not keep our escort waiting. My broodmates and I will bear you to the place of your trial. Make your preparations. Sorkai. Unfortunately, this is still not patched in yet. So I'm going to have to queue for it normally. Although I do wonder what the duty support would be in this one. Would it just be random adventures? I don't know. Because they have to change the way the trial works. If they're going to implement Alphino and Emmerich, they would also have to change a cutscene, I believe. Which I don't think they would do, so... They might just opt to do random adventurers for this one. Because I'm pretty sure that that cutscene was voiced as well. But we'll find out. Should probably... Oh, my grit was already on. It's probably going to turn off now that I think about it, so it doesn't really matter too much. Ugh. I really wish your tank stand stayed on, even if you went to a lower dungeon. I don't understand why it doesn't. Like, the tank stance doesn't get an upgrade at all, so it doesn't make any sense to me. It's like, why does that stay with the fairy and the summoner? You get to keep those out when queuing into a dungeon, even though it's lower leveled. But you can't keep the tank stance on. It's only when it's like at level that it'll stay on. This might take a bit. It's taking forever to load. Damn it. God, if it's gonna be like this, like, I hate to imagine Stormblood dungeons and shit. This... Alright. Oh... I wish I could just do something when I'm waiting for this, but you never know when this stupid queue is gonna pop. So I can't really double task, because I already tried that before, and it ended poorly, and I ended up getting a stupid... Well, I didn't get a penalty, but I got a... Like, I think if you do it like 3 times a week... 3 times in 1 week, you get the next time you get a 30-minute penalty or something like that. If you forget to queue up. Yeah, I was really hoping that they would get the stinking They would have been done with the duty support for Heavensward by now, but they're not, which sucks. That's coming next patch. Then they'll finish off Heavensward and the patches. I still can't believe that they didn't even finish the base game's duty support. That's so dumb. Whatever. It is what it is. When I said base game, I was more meaning base expansion, like 3.0. If this next patch comes out and they still have not done like every dungeon in Heavensward, every main dungeon for MSQ dungeon. Yep, I gotta turn my stupid grit on. I'm gonna be a little bit disappointed, honestly. Oh shit. Oh, that gave me haste. It's too bad there's no way to get haste anymore. Just from a buff in terms of spell. Fighting the Moogles again. The King Malgomog music. Alright, goodbye. Oh, I wanted to pass on that shit. Yo, what the fuck? Why did the healer overheal me? Like, what happened there? Why did it go over me? I don't understand. It's supposed to... Whatever, man. It's really annoying that that happened, but... I don't even know how that happens, man. You'd think it would attack you first, because you're the one that attacked them, but it just went after my other party member. Try this train wreck. See if I can survive. Let's go, baby. I'm gonna fucking die. No, don't heal me! Don't heal me! What are you doing? Motherfucker! Well, it's too late now. I'm gonna die. Fucking... I hate Living Dead, man. Swear, Living Dead is like the worst fucking invuln. It's not even really an invuln, man. It's more like you have to get your fucking HP down to 0. Problem is, telling people in your fucking party about it, it's like, yeah, it's just really annoying. It's like you can't do it in the middle of battle unless you want to just stop doing combos. So essentially how Living Dead works is you have a time limit on pretty much you have to get the effects of Living Dead, you have a time limit to make your health reach 0. And yes, you want to purposely get the 0. If the healer decides to fucking heal you in the middle of it, well, you're fucked. Your Living Dead's not gonna go off. And, like I said, well, you're just fucked. Unfortunately, having the status icon of it doesn't mean jack shit because not everybody has played every job, so they don't know what the fuck is what. God damn it. I think you gotta go to the side or something. Oh, you gotta go in the back. Now's the side. You gotta... I don't know, just the most annoying thing about just being a Dark Knight is the fact that you are, just for your invuln alone, you're pretty much required to say something to the healer. And it's just an extra step that doesn't really need to be there. It's really stupid. Like, I don't know. It's just kind of annoying because it pretty much requires every goddamn Dark Knight to make a fucking chat macro. Just to be like, hey, I'm doing this. Don't heal me. I'm not going to do that with Sifwin because I don't plan to stay Dark Knight. I'm just telling you guys the problem with Living Dead. Also the fact that I don't think it lasts as long as the other invulns. I could be wrong about that, but I feel like Holmagang and like some of the other invulns, you would probably get a better length out of it. And I'm not talking about the timer ticking down. No, I'm more talking about the actual effect itself, because essentially Living Dead, what it does is it brings your health once you activate it. It has the chance to bring your health up to... I haven't actually successfully done this, unfortunately for myself. But it pretty much gives you another health bar, and I would have to read that. Restore with each... Okay, it's based on weapon skill. While under the effect of Walking Dead. Will not let your... Okay. Okay, so the effect does last. Okay, I was gonna say, if it didn't, that was fucking stupid. So it's 10 seconds. Wait, wait. 10 seconds. Undead Rebirth. Under effect of Undead Rebirth. I know, this is really stupid to be looking at it in a dungeon, but... Literally just fighting an ad, like one ad, so there's not really that much involvement. Juice is 0. The effect of Living Dead, instead of becoming KO'd, your status will be changed to Walking Dead. Living Dead duration, walking. Okay, it's technically 20 seconds, so you get 10 seconds to get your health to 0, then 10 seconds of actual invuln. I don't know, it's still kind of shitty. So that extra step's a pain in the fucking ass. But I can see it being useful, like, in raids. But at the same time, Dark Knight is like one of these squishier tanks. Oh, they're already on the platform, aren't they? Alright. Oh, remember, did I accidentally skip that? Alright, whatever. Okay, that worked. Forget, do you have positionals? I don't think you do. No, there's a holy sprite over there. Oh shit. Can I kill this thing? Did somebody get hit? What happened? your invuln to that. Oh shit. Ah! Where'd you go? Oh, you're over there. Get over here! I don't remember what all these do. Ow, 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 ow. Time to get off. And donezo. Yeah. They left before I could say anything. They left before I can do the obligatory thanks for the party. Bereft of an eye, my brood brother was a fearsome foe indeed. But having tasted thy strength firsthand, I do begin to see how thou didst bring him low. Hydaelyn choseth her servants well. Very well, I shall trust in the seed of man at one last time. By thy deed shall the flickering hope that lingereth yet within my heart be kindled anew, or extinguished forever.
Your trial is ended as well, then?
Mine was brutal beyond reckoning. Vedfalnir seems ill-acquainted with the notion of mock battles.
That you yet stand is ready proof of your determination, mortals. Let us fight as allies, then, and together banish my brood brother's vengeful shade. On my oath, the wrath that once was Nidhogg shall meet its end. This I swear on the memory of my beloved Shiva, and on the soul of lost Isael. Oh, I get a view from a brick. Cool. A view of the brick. Oh, my poor ribs. Hraesvelgr saw fit to pair me with Vidofnir, but her ferocity was such that I began to wonder if I hadn't simply imagined her injury. Yet my trial pales into insignificance next to yours. How fared you in your duel with Hraesvelgr? I take from this that your battle was rather more involved than my own. how the fuck did he say that name? I don't... Durfulnir. Whatever. Seemed largely concerned with how long he could keep me rolling in the dust. Between dodging snapping fangs and slashing claws, I scarce had time to aim a blow. He had truly meant to harm me, of course. I would not be standing here now. Plainly, his intent was to teach. His onslaught forced me to recall my training, and the speed of the dragon. His balance, his blind spots, it was, in short, a very thorough lesson. Ow, 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 ow! Kupo. Siffrin, let me begin by congratulating you on the completion of your trial. For one with a name more befitting a jester, you fight with the savagery of a rabid demon. Do you see how many wings are kinked? Even my palm aches. After this drubbing, I fear my loyal subjects will have to bear the load of my personal chores for quite some time, Kupo. Possibly indefinitely. What? When I told you about Siffrin's trial, I didn't mean for the rest of us to suffer. That's triple shifts for you, Morgan. Triple? But that's not fair! There's no justice, Kupo. None at all.
Our negotiations proved rather more strenuous than I had anticipated, but the results seem well worth the effort.
The battle was indeed hard won. Thank you, my friends. I would never have earned Hraesvelga's cooperation had you not seen fit to grant me yours. 'Twas your stalwart heroism that moved the heart of the Great Worm at the last. Any gratitude I can offer is but poor reward for your continued service to Ishgard.
'Twould seem our final reckoning with the dread worm is at hand. I only wish we had some inkling as to when he means to strike.
Oh, gods.
The cry heraldeth his coming. Nidhogg's shade hath taken wing.
It has begun. We must away to Ishgard.
Oh, what convenient timing. Still take the ether. Not that I really need it. Ishgard will not last long against Nidhogg and his horde. We must away. Know you then what this roar portendeth?
Aye. I must return to my city without delay.
Then we shall lend you our wings. Let us meet with Nidhogg on the field of battle, and together bring an end to his wrathful song. that guy's fucked.
Remember your training! We hold fast until the Lord Commander returns. Ugh. We must hold!
Reinforcements! By the Fury. That one is the size of Nidhogg.
Lord Commander!
You are late, Warrior of Light.
PS3 limitations had to load the next scene. Wherefore standeth thou with these vermin, brother? Abandon this war, shade. The suffering thou sowest serveth no end. The traitors, progeny, have learned of their forefathers' betrayal, and seek now to make amends with our kind. Never shall our grief be assuaged, nor our loss forgotten, but reconciliation may yet halt the spread of this plague of enmity. Forsake thy vengeance, and be at peace. What soft-headed ramblings are these? Thy defiance with that vile maid hath robbed thee of thy wits. Mayhap her cloying perfume hath made thee forget the stench of our brood sister's lifeblood. Thou darest speak thus of my beloved. So the flames of rage may yet be kindled. I feared thy heart's fire had long since gone out. But waste not the fury on words, brother. Thou shalt have need of it for the battle. Thou art weak, Racevalga, a slithering worm who fawneth on the vermin who should rightly be his prey. For 1,000 years have I fought without cease, and thou didst think to prevail against me. Worry not in thy victory, Shade. The battle is not yet won. My power and my hope have I entrusted to another. Thine eye! What hast thou done? Fool! Thou wouldst trust a mortal with thy strength! I know thee. 'Twas thou who didst intrude upon my lair and best the half of me. But now I am whole, and naught in creation shall deny me my vengeance! And we got a trial. This is probably going to take forever to queue, unfortunately. Oh, shit. Alright, there we go. It's time! Finally! Finley! What the hell? Nominate in Roxas? What is this Kingdom Hearts bullshit? Alright. Oh, I gotta activate this again. Urgh. It's Hot Wings. Okay, I was actually looking at my my MP and I thought my HP reached 0. It's probably not good. Alright, that's good. Wait, who died? I just noticed somebody died. It was the scholar. target, please? It's been a while since I've done this trial, so I don't fucking remember. Alright. Oh shit. Right here then. Alright, I guess if you get those markers, you're supposed to bring them towards the edge. Alright, gotcha. I'm afraid to put down my salted earth. Oh, what the hell? Let's go. Oh god. Ow. And somebody else died. Oh, I stood in that. Shit. And we're done. Alright. Nice. Thank you for helping me, Amelia.
Astinian!
Is this to be mine end? Nay, I will not allow it. I am of the first brood. I am vengeance incarnate. I am Nidhogg!
I am the Batman!
Thou shalt die by my hand!
This is not your hand, worm!
Thou wilt obey!
I would ask one last favor of you, Warrior of Light. Finish me, now, while I have the beast subdued! You waste your time. Kill me! It is the only way! Ending Nidhogg will be my final duty!
No! You can't die like this! I won't let you!
Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Damn it, you gotta hit me there, man. Shit.
The eyes! Cast them into the abyss! He lives. Ah, Estinian, my ill-fated friend. Lucia, summon the healers. I want them ready to receive him.
At once, Lord Commander.
Allow me to do this much, at least.
The Horde have sensed the fall of their master and scattered to the winds.
You have my gratitude, Hraesvelga. Your deeds this day have saved a great many lives.
Then our alliance hath served its purpose. Thou didst wield the power I granted thee well. 'Twas thine own skill, not mine eye, which earned thee victory. I wish thy companion a swift recovery. Fare you well, children of man. Oh, so we just absorbed the eye. Okay. Because we didn't give it back. He's still missing an eye.
The battle is won. We can do no more for Estinian now than bear him home and wish him well. Even as Hraesvelgr did. The rest we must trust to the hands of the healers and the grace of the gods.
And with that chapter is over. Holy shit. I did not expect it to take this fucking long. But, yeah, we'll proceed with the next story bit. I've already gone into pretty much a little bit of overtime just from doing this, and plus it's gonna get cut out of the VOD, so yeah. Anyways, you guys have a nice manga reading, anime watching, game playing rest of your night. See you guys. So then,